Hey, what's good, people? What is good? Now, one of the best things that came out of the most recent state of play for PlayStation was that King of Fighters will have a beta coming out on November the 19th. So that's about a week, just over a week from now. And I am going to be playing it. I'm going to play it throughout the whole weekend. And my character I'm going to use is Iori, because he just seems really, really cool to me. And I haven't played an SNK King of Fighters game in a long time, since back in the Dreamcast days. But I am really excited for the beta. I think a lot of game companies should do a beta for their games, just so that we get a chance to actually play the game to see if it's worth us pre-ordering or purchasing. Now, my main character for this game, and that is if I do enjoy it like I think I might, will be Luong, which is the character you're seeing right now from her trailer. And there's multiple reasons why I'm going to main her when the game comes out, and I want to talk about that throughout this video whilst we watch the trailer and whatnot, or as the trailer is playing in the background. So, as I mentioned already, Iori is going to be my character that I'm going to play with throughout the whole beta. I'm not going to play with any other character. When the game comes out, I'll most likely play with Mei as well. But just like the approach I took with the beta of Mortal Kombat 11, when that was released, I played Jade throughout the whole beta, so that when the game actually came out and the character that I wanted to play with, Kitana, was in the game, I played with Kitana all the way through. So I was playing with Jade and Kitana back to back. But then throughout the period of time before the game had its first DLC, I then started playing with Joker for a bit. But I always had Jade and Kitana as my mains until Melina came along, and I played Melina ever since. With King of Fighters, I'm going to be basically doing the same kind of thing, but with Iori this time. With Iori, I'm going to play with him throughout the whole beta. So that's 3 days of just playing this character and getting used to the game and seeing if I like the game. But when the game comes out, Luong will be who I'm going to play with. And there's a multiple amount of reasons why. And the main summary I've come up with is Melina is my favorite, or at least one of my favorite game characters of all time, especially in the Mortal Kombat universe. But one of the things that I like about her a lot, in particularly from MKX, is the neck snapping. She has a lot of neck snapping, neck attack type of moves, and this kind of goes all the way back to my time playing as Luong in Tekken 2, I think, or it might have been Tekken 3. I can't remember. It was one of the other. The one that had Tekken Tag in it. That one. And he had a lot of leg to neck type moves as well, because of the Taekwondo martial arts style. And I love that, which also takes me to the Dead or Alive series, which I really, really like. And my character in that series, which is a character from the Virtual Fighter series, Sarah Bryant. And once again, she has a lot of leg to neck attacks, and they can be quite brutal, especially her stances. And I've said this before, when it comes to me selecting a character, I look for the things that I like, such as, do they have a parry? Because I like parries. Do they have a cancel in particular? Cancels is what I like a lot. Or do they have a stance? And then last would be a command grab. That would probably be last, because I would prefer the stance and the cancel over a parry and a command grab. But it's either or. So in Iori's case, Iori has a command grab, so that is awesome. And he looks cool. That's another thing. But with Sarah Bryant, Luong, they look cool to me. Sarah Bryant looks very, very, very cool and sexy and stuff. Same thing with Luong and Melina. So Melina has a lot of neck snapping moves. Luong has a lot of neck snapping moves. She uses her legs a lot, which also brings me back to why I like Chun-Li a lot, because that's one of her main fortes, is using lightning legs. Luong has the same kind of thing, and I've watched her trailer so many times, and there's so much things that I like that fits my style, such as sniping people out of the air with the legs. Obviously her finishing move is pretty cool and it's quite brutal, and her specials look awesome to me. She has a stance and she has a cancel, so now I'm I'm sold. And her design looks sexy and super cool, so yeah, those are things that just tick boxes for me. She looks pretty fast as well, and although she doesn't have a projectile, from what I can tell, she looks like she has a good amount of range and can play in and out of footsies however she chooses and pleases, because she has the advantage of the range and distance she can implement her attacks to her opponents with, and that's something that I will end up manipulating and doing a lot of things with, such as what I've been doing with Melina in MK11 as one of the best Melinas, I think, especially with her Carnum Dash style. Now I'm really excited for King of Fighters. Really excited because there's not that many other games that I'm looking into this year besides Blood Hunt and obviously Call of Duty Vanguard, which I am gonna start playing a lot of. But King of Fighters, I will be playing throughout the whole of the weekend when the beta is out. Fingers crossed it is good. It does have rollback, which is awesome, and it does have a 3v3 mode as well. But in particularly, it has a training mode in the beta, so that's really good plus, because Mortal Kombat's beta didn't have a training mode, so there is that. And I'm trying to think of any other things that correlate between why I like her style of play, which adds to the style of play that I liked from other characters that I've played with previously, such as Melina, Chun-Li, Sarah Bryant. She seems to have a good level of mix up with her style of attacks that keeps a opponent always having to predict what I'm going to do, which in turn gives me the control of matches when that kind of situation is at hand. So we shall see how it actually plays out, and if the game turns out really good. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below, and if you're going to be playing the game. And follow me on Twitch if you're not following me already, twitch.tv/CaviarZaddy, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Later.